What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Now, this one is an exciting one. Oh yes, the Volvo is no longer with us. He's been sold and been replaced. Now, as you can see behind me, I've bought a Mazda MX-5. Let's pull this bad girl out and have a look at it, shall we? So, here she is. My new to me 1998 Mazda MX-5. Absolute weapon. Now, it's funny because if you've heard me speak about my old one that I had before, this is an absolute carbon copy. The only difference between this and my other one is the registration plate. Now, let's give it a walk around. I don't know really where to start, to be honest. It's a 1998 1.8 Mazda MX-5S, whatever that means. It is completely standard, apart from someone's decided to add their mark to the car and added these chrome, I don't know what you'd call them, stylings on everything. So I think that would be the first thing to go. Standard suspension, standard wheels. It does have some sort of an exhaust. My last one, the rear tip or the rear resonator was deleted and it was absolutely horrendous, but I've looked underneath this and it has still got the standard back box, and you can see the chrome. Oh, you can see the chrome around the number plate too. This car doesn't have the best of paint. It looks better on camera and it's wet, which helps, but all of this is all faded and lacquer peeling, and all down this one side it's all like not the best, but we don't worry about that. It has got a little bit of rust on the boot lid. The roof doesn't leak, surprisingly, and it does all work. Rust is a massive issue on these, as we know, but this isn't as bad as my old one. It does have some, well, you know, it has got the start of it all down this arch, but I have been told that these seals have been welded underneath and they feel not too bad. But again, I can't look under the car yet because I haven't got a lift or anything to inspect, but I'm hoping that it's not completely rotten. It does have a few little gremlins that we need to sort out, hence why it was so cheap. But yeah, everything on the outside is not too bad. The headlights are a bit foggy and it does look old because this is only a Mark II, not a Mark 2.5 when it comes with, you know, the facelift and all the fun stuff and nicer colours. But on the outside it's actually not that bad. It looks horrendous with these standard wheels, but you know, it's just the start of the project, guys. Let's have a look at the interior. One thing that this car does have, which I'm not happy about, is a fucking massive dildo shifter, boys. Now that will be the first thing to go. It's got this Sparco steering wheel, which is on the piss and causing an airbag light on. I don't know if you can see on the dash flashing there, so that will need to be addressed for the MOT. It's got white cluster. Yeah, but the interior is very basic MX-5. Let's pop the boot, if this works. Boot. The boot has got no spare wheel. Oh, actually, I think I've filled it full of shit. Oh. Never mind. Yeah, the boot has no spare wheel, no carpet. It is a bit of surface corrosion in there, so I think one of the first things we'll do is sand all this. Well, firstly take all my shit out, but sand it all down and paint it. It has got this big boy tip on it. It does sound quite meaty, but again, these are not fast. I think my Mark 5 Golf would smash this. Well, I know 100% it would smash this, but yeah, let's oh, actually, let's see said engine bay. So here we go, the classic Mazda MX-5 engine bay that I'm sure everyone has seen lots of on YouTube. This engine is a 1.8, so it's not the 1.6, and it is idling lovely. Looks like it's completely standard. It does have a K&N panel filter, which is cool. It needs replacing or cleaning. I know you can clean these. I don't know if these are standard ignition wires, but they look nice all red. Engine bay is not actually that bad. Doesn't appear to have any leaks. The belt does look brand new. It's got this D1 radiator cap which is leaking, so that's hence why it's on the piss. One thing I am going to say is that it's not a Volkswagen, so and I've never worked on him, so it'll be interesting to see how we get on, see if we can hear how this thing sounds, if I can figure out how to do it. This way. So it doesn't sound horrendous. Let's go for a drive, shall we? I think that's the only thing to do next. Yeah, fuck it. Let's go for a drive. Right then, guys. I think the first plan of action is to get rid of this fucking monstrosity. Now, it might be for some people, but for me it's not. Luckily, the previous owner left the standard gear knob in the glove box, so I'm just going to unscrew this and replace it quick. It's got a sleeve. I have worked it out off already with the pliers, so it didn't take so long. Get that off. It's plastic. Let's get this little chode back on. This is one thing I already like about the Japanese stuff. You just screw it on. Not with a Volkswagen. No, no, no. I don't know why the bloody thing needs to be so threaded on so much, but hey ho, there you go. Just keep spinning until she rock hard. Spin some more, nice and straight. Look at that. This is a 5-speed manual. Classic reverse in the bottom right corner. We like that. Gate is a bit fun. I think the the gear knob, what would you call it, gaiter or shroud, not this, under the center console is leaking, because when you start the car you do get a face full of fumes, which smells a bit fuely in here. So probably I've seen that these are common to split over the years, so it's pretty easy to take the center console out, so we'll check that. But let's fire this bad boy up. I'm not overly annoyed about this steering wheel. It's quite a nice, it's deep dish, it's probably about what, 350mm Sparco steering wheel. It's annoying that it's on the piss, but it's nice because the standard steering wheel is quite flat, so this brings it out a little bit more of a nicer feel. Let's start this bad boy up. Turn that off. It's got a working stereo. Obviously it starts nice because she's at running temp. Yeah, it's got a 99,000 miles, which is sick. See if the horn works. It does not. So that's another thing we need to fix for the MOT. See what she sounds like in the car. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, we are on the road. This is the best, do that window up, this is the best view I can get. Obviously it is a Mazda MX-5 and there's not much space. I love the seating position in these cars. They are super fun and you're so low to the ground, and it's such a small little cabin. It is super fun. Now straight off the bat in these cars, I think the 1.8 comes with 140 brake standard. I'm not sure on the newton meters of torque. I know it feels, so put this into perspective, petrols suffer from a lack of torque. Diesels suffer with a lack of power, but they have double the torque. For instance, my Mark 5 Golf 1.9 TDI, so it's 100cc less capacity than this car, and it's missing 8 valves. As you know, the PD's only the PD 105s is an 8 valve engine. I'm not saying all PDs are 8 valve, because we know that the BKD, the PD 140 has a 16 valve. But anyway, off topic, this car produces 140 brake from standard. Now my car is mapped to 145 and it would absolutely destroy this, because this thing has no torque whatsoever. It makes all the fun noise, but it has no torque, and it feels slow as fuck. So that's why everyone says as soon as you put a turbo on these and make about 200 brake, it absolutely wakes the car up. I just love the steering position. With this steering wheel, shame it's just a bit on the piss. honest, having the little Cody gear stick makes the world of a difference. I'm pretty sure the previous owner said that this car's just had a clutch fitted. They just had a bit of an issue with the throwout bearing making a bit of a noise. So I don't know if that was replaced with the clutch kit or not. But the clutch feels amazing. I haven't heard the noise personally, but it is a bit loud in here. Not horrendous though, and considering I'm, well, 6 foot, 5'11", I have got more than enough space, and I'm on the heavier side of the old spectrum. And I've got plenty of space now, I've got plenty of headroom, just about. I feel fit comfortably in here, even though it is a pain to get in and out, but it's a good little cruising car. I absolutely love it. It takes bumps better than my Volkswagen does. You can do nice little rev matches on here, going up a fairly big hill. Doesn't have them stuck behind the slowest fucker alive. Yeah. Handling feels good. It is a bit wet, but we don't worry about going sideways in this. No, it's got an open diff, there's nothing special about it. But I'm pretty sure I did read somewhere that some MX-5s, the S's do come with limit slip diffs. Well, I doubt this one does. I love it, mate. This thing's fucking cool. I see why. When everyone says, oh, there's so many MX-5s on YouTube and etc, etc, it's because they're a fucking good car, mate. They're so cool. Yeah, they're proper like girls' cars or hairdressers' cars or whatever you want to call them, but they are super fun. Most of the people saying this have never driven one. In the market for a project car, I would 100% suggest one of these. I mean, they are so cool. You know, it's probably the cheapest JDM Japanese car on the market that you can still get for cheap. The only problem is that you've got to find one with no rust, or you know, a small amount of rust, and that is pretty hard to do now because they all need welding, especially around those rear arches and the seals. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, we've got one. I was looking through the MOT and it did have an advisory for welding on the rear, but then it's gone away, so there's no receipts, there's no history with this car. But all the history I'm going with is from the previous MOTs. So it did have a advisory for the bodywork or the rust on the rear, and then it's gone away. And then he said it's had welding done. So I'm hoping we might have come away with a bit of a gem. It's so hot in here. Yeah, cruise is nice, 5-speed, just rocking and rolling. Good thing on this one, which is different to my old one, because this has still got a back box, it's not so droney. The drone on petrols is a killer. If you were to delete anything off the exhaust on a petrol, just be careful what you're doing and make sure you're doing it the correct way, because on diesels it doesn't matter, you can completely straight pipe it, it sounds like a tractor, you're all good. If you were to straight pipe this, you'd be bleeding out the ear holes because it's so fucking loud. It's all about that stealth, subtle. This has got a nice like subtle turn. Let's see if we can drop it down. I can do all of that in the space between two cars because this thing's fucking slow. But it doesn't matter, that's what makes it fun. You get the driving experience, it's got enough oomph to, you know, get you where you want to go and have some fun in it, but it hasn't got enough power to get you in trouble, which is sick. But you know, we're just cruising. Let me get over the window for a last. Oh, it's nice. Because it's right in the fucking eye line. It's really annoying. Obviously if you're a short arse then it's alright, but for me it is very annoying around here and head on home. Fucking typical, innit, boys? It's when you know you're in the country, fucking stuck behind tractors. You're stuck behind fucking lorries. Just can't have no fun. Let's hold back a little bit so we can give it a bit of burn. Second gear, here we go. Not terrible. I just love the downshifts. Fucking cool. It's the one thing I miss about doing in my diesel is high revs. It sounds so sick. Love it. Obviously this is a private destination. Let's get some more downshift, shall we? Oh, here we go. Might have opened up some opportunity. This is my Mazda MX-5, guys. I love it. So let's get her home. So that is the MX-5, guys. She is now tucked up nice and safe in the garage. So I'm super excited, and I hope you guys are excited to see what we do with this. Just changing the shifter or the gear knob has made such a difference. So I can tell anything that we do with this car is going to make it so much better. And I'm just going to be super excited, and I cannot wait to dive into this project. So let me know in the comments below how much you think I paid for this car, and if you've got an MX-5 and how much you paid for it and what years. Just tell me what you guys have got. Also, go follow me on Instagram, link is in the description, and send me your cars. If I get 10 photos of cars from different people, I will rate your cars in a video. That is your task. And obviously, guys, smash that subscribe button and keep up to date with the MX-5 build. I'm super excited. I hope you guys are excited to see this car on the channel. Yes, I know there's loads of MX-5 builds on YouTube, but none of them are mine. So go smash that subscribe button. Hope you've all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.